Alright guys, got this Keyway F-Act, or Fact 50 two-stroke 2014. Pick that up, very cheap. We're gonna get it running. It was running, but it stopped running, so when we picked it up it wasn't running, but the lad that I got it off, I know him very well, so I know it won't take much. That were £100, so we're gonna get it done up, flip it, see what we can get for it. 150cc quad, engines in van for it. 50cc quad, that needs getting running. We've also got another 50 like this and another 150 like this, but the other 50 is running, well, it needs new petrol in it and then it'll run. The other 150 needs a wiring loom, I think, but I'm not 100%. I need to get it off van, get that running. We've got all 4 quads for nothing. Off a good mate of mine, Carb. Shout out to Carb. So we're going to get them running, flip them. Doing this one today. First thing I noticed, it didn't have air filter on. So I asked him, it ran the this little shit thing in seat. But it is clean. So I'm going to take that carb off. There. See if I can get it running. See if it needs a good cleaning. Get it running. It has got an exhaust bolt snapped, so I'm going to have to do something with that because 2-strokes like back pressure, but it should run even a bit roughly. If a bit roughly, should I say. It should still run. Doors are all electric start as well, by the way. So if anyone wants quad, they'll be a bit rough and ready, but they'll be fucking ready and they'll be riding. Make us offers once they're done. But yeah, so I'm going to do a series of videos. Getting this one ready and getting all them ready. Like I say, we'll show you the other 2 when they're off van. Got a lot going on today. We've got a lot in units, so we're just clearing. And we've got a lot outside units, so we're clearing. We're stripping all this stuff, getting all that off to the scrapyard tomorrow. Burning all the wood. But yeah, it's a bit packed in here, so we need to make room. So I'm just going to get this one done so I can get it out. We're going to get them over there. We're going to do a bit of fucking jigging around, but yeah, should be fun. Stay tuned and we'll show you how to do what we're doing. First thing, there'll be a carb clean on this, I think. I'm not going to show you taking it off, it's pretty simple. It's just that one screw there. We're going to get it cleaned. I'll do a video on that, so yeah, sound. Right guys, we've got the carb off. It wasn't just that one screw, it was these 2 for the throttle as well, which I forgot about. This plug. The choke, and then pull it off the manifold. We're going to strip it now, so first thing I'm going to do is take these, well, I'm going to drain the carb, make sure that there's fuel going in. I'm going to take these 3 bolts out. I've noticed that there's one missing, so we'll have to find one for that. So I'll pause the video, I'll do that, and then I'll show you what inside's like. So that's the float ball off. As you can see, there's droplets of water in there. Not much fuel either, I didn't drain it, I just took it off. The orange look is 2-stroke oil because it's 2-stroke, and this gasket looks to be a bit damaged there maybe. I think I've got one in stock for that. Just to mention, there is a wire that goes there in earth and a live that goes there. I think that's a carburettor. This was broken. It's not imperative other than in freezing cold weather, and there was a pipe on there. The fuel inlet was up here. But yeah, so we're going to clean that out, get rid of that water. That could mean that there's water in the tank, which ain't a great thing. Down there looks pretty clean. We're going to check them jets, just make sure that they're clean inside, blow them through, clean float off, check float height. I'll go through it all whilst it's on. There's your there's your throttle screw, sorry, your idle screw, and that other one there is your mixture screw. It's an air mixture, not a fuel mixture, because it's on the air side of the carb. Right, so I've emptied the fuel out. See if we can get it to focus. No, it's not great, but as you can see in the bottom, there's sediment. So that needs cleaning. I need to get this gasket off and just see. I think it's nicked here. So I just need to see, but I have got one. This is a McCune carb, but I have got one for a Kane, a full rebuild kit in stock. And I think the float ball is the same, the same gasket. Hopefully it's the same size. It looks the same. I'm hoping it's the same size, so give that a go. Next, I'm probably going to take this automatic choke out. That's your automatic choke. Just make sure that that's clean and free moving. and I'm going to take that jet out at the middle and that pilot jet out at the side. I've got something to get down there, if not it'll have to be tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to crack on with that now. Just a quick note, that gasket's back in the thing. It wasn't nicked, it was on back to front. So yeah, now it's on right way around, that should seal. I'm going to take these jets out. They don't look like there's out in them, but there could be a bit of water in them, which will stop fuel flowing. That water that we're seeing in there will stop the fuel flowing. I've just sent my missus to go and get some tissue out of the van, and I'm going to spray it with carb cleaner. Well, I'm going to use brake cleaner because that's what I've got to hand, and it's very similar. And I am going to set the settings. I won't touch that one. That's your idle. I won't touch that for now, but this mixture screw, I'm going to set that to probably, I'm going to check what it is, but it'll be either 1.5 or 2.5 turns out, between 1 and 1.5 or 2 and 2.5 usually. So, see how that goes. So that's the jet. The oil's minuscule, so you can't see down it. Oh, you can there. But I've just blown that, it's flowing. You just take it out with that flathead. You can't really see it, but you take it out with that flathead, that's where it goes into. Just blow through there, make sure that's alright, the hole. Down the side is a little pilot jet. Now I'm not going to be able to get that out today because I took most of my tools on, but what I am going to do is take that pin out that you can see at the side there, that float that I'm lifting up and down, and underneath that there's that little brass valve that looks to be sticking, so I'm going to give that a clean up. And then take the chalk out and then put it back together, see what we can do with it. It didn't have the fuel pipe on it, so there wasn't much fuel in it. I didn't realise that the fuel pipe were off, but the fuel feed was off, so I'm going to put that on and hopefully it should feed fuel and we might be able to get it running with air filter on. Alright guys, that's sediment out of there. That you see in the bottom there is just emulsification, like colouring. 90% of the time on a carb bike, which there is a lot of carbureted bikes about still, if you open this up, there's always going to be sediment in. That stuff gets sucked up your jets, which is what feeds fuel through here, through your vortex, into engine. Obviously that causes running issues, which you don't want. This here isn't seized, so I'm going to leave it as it is. That's back in, that jet. So I'm just going to take this off quickly, this automatic choke, make sure that that's operating, and then I'm going to put it all back together, see if we can get some fuel down to it and see if it'll run. Didn't have any carb screws, so I've just put a, wish this would focus, it's an Allen key bolt anyway, but it's right length. Next is this. Right, so that's the choke out, it's clean inside, can't really see because it'll focus on this. The pin retracts on the spring. Now one way to test these is heat them up, because they will usually work off wax, but it does look like it's been working. So we're going to put that back in, and then we're going to put it back on, the carb back on, and see how we go. Now one thing to mention is these screws are all JIS, which is Japanese industry standard usually, and Makuni and Kane, most carbs to be honest. A good Phillips, not Phillips, yeah, a good Phillips will work, not a posi, crosshead, that'll work. But you have got to get on them right good, otherwise you'll round them. You can see they're a bit rounded already. I haven't done that, they're already like that. But I'm just going to clean round this ridge and then I'm going to put it back together. Right guys, so I've got all that back together. The only thing I've left off is this heater, but it should run. I need to put the fuel pipe on, but I just thought, on a side note, I'll show you that. It's never going to run without that plugged in, that's CDI unit. So, once I plug that in, like so, and I put that fuel pipe on, I'm hoping it should run, and we'll see. Another note, I just found a fuel tap there. That's not on. It's in between on and reserve, so, well, it's about off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that to on, well, to reserve. It's a bit loose as well. Tighten that up, there we go, we've got fuel coming, so we know that'll be fueling the car. Just going to tighten that up and then get it running. Right guys, so now fuel tap's tight, fuel line's on, CDI's plugged in. Let's hope she starts. Give her a second, let's see. Right guys, so the battery's flat, so it won't start on electric and it ain't kicking. So I'm going to take that spark plug out, see if we've got a spark. Next thing to do.